Good evening, my dear viewers, and welcome to another Alliteration gaming video. My name's Levi, and we've got a pretty quick and simple one for today. I just wanted to sit down and do a little unboxing with you all of one of these bad boys. Yes, the ever so elusive Star Wars Unlimited 2024 convention exclusive promo kits. Now these are being given out at all of their conventions this year. The only one I've attended so far though is Gen Con, and that is indeed where I picked up this bad boy right here. And I just want to do a little open sesame because these are some seriously beautiful cards, and I think they're honestly really important to talk about for the game as a whole, and kind of what we can expect from them in the upper echelon of visual things. But we'll get into all that as we open the cards. But first though, I want to appreciate the box, little dude, because like this box is sweet. Just the big Star Wars Unlimited logo up there, the red trim with the black box. So of course this is full of dark side users. Get the 2024 convention exclusive. The whole box is done up in this pattern. It's printed on the back here, and then it's actually engraved on the front here. And dang, dude, not only can you see my ring light, you can even see me in this in this wrap. Super duper sweet. This box is gorgeous. I used to be the biggest keeper of boxes ever, and then I kind of did like a big purge of all the boxes that I was collecting over the years. I want to say like 4 or 5 years ago when I first moved out of my home state, and I've been really good about not keeping boxes ever since. But I think these little promo kit boxes here are going to threaten that. They're just going to threaten that. So when you open it up here, there's actually a little hole in the side, and you can just see a lot more of this really pretty reflective work. Oh my God, it's like a matte finish too. Absolutely beautiful. But there's a little hole here. You slide this out, and as you do, you're going to bring out the inside portion of the box. And I don't know if it slides completely out. I've never slid mine completely out. And then it's going to unveil this really cool, like metallic sort of foil red piece. You open that guy up, and inside there's going to be a little pack here, and then I have to kind of tilt it to see because of the reflection, but they also do have the little initiative token logo printed in there. The love and care in this box, like it's insurmountable. Like not only does it just look really amazing and beautiful, it's also like completely designed like a Star Wars thing. Like you take off all the logos and stuff, and then this just looks like some kind of like data capsule or a hard drive or something, that I don't know, maybe the Death Star plans or something like that are on. And then inside, of course, we have our lovely contents, and we're gonna have to cut these open too. So this one's really cool, but I don't think it does the trick here. I guess I could have just torn this normally because it is paper, sort of like the same material that the packs are made of, and the promo packs too, which is really cool. But we're gonna get this out of the way and then unveil these gorgeous cards. These are so pretty. No borders, barely any coloring except for where it matters, and this monochrome finish. These cards, like no amount of digital images or even videos will do them justice. You've just got to see these in person for yourself because they're gorgeous. Let's kind of go through them all one by one. We got Count Dooku here, the Darth Tyrannus, our little rare from set 1. Then we have, of course, the big boy, Mr. Darth Vader, commanding the First Legion. This is the big one here. This, this card is, it's going to be relevant as long as it's in rotation, and to have like an even fancier version of it than like hyperspace or hyperspace foil, yeah, that's the one right here. And then right behind him is his master here, Emperor Palpatine. Also, definitely not nearly as much of a played card, but not a bad card by any means. And again, just looks super gorgeous. One of the things that I really love on these is like the front and center character gets, most of, if not all of their coloring, but then they go the extra mile in some spots with like the red of the lightsabers here having almost like its own foil, and then you can see like the glare in his legs looks really good. They kept the red coloring there, but old man Palps just gets his sweet blue lightning covered in, and that looks gorgeous. Next up, we have Kylo Ren. So we got 3 cards from set 1, and then we've got our card from set 2 here. Also really gorgeous. Once again, not only with the, of course, Kylo colored in, but then the detailing on this one is all of these little sparks in the back, and it just, oh my God, man, looks nuts. Just looks crazy daisy. These cards are insane. And then that's actually our only set 2 card, because our other 2 cards here are going to be set 3 cards. These are going to be Twilight of the Republic cards. So we've got Asajj Ventress. Man, when they first revealed this pack online and they just showed us the cards, and not only was it the reveal of Ventress and the other card behind here, but they didn't explain anything. So we just had, there was that like month period where Exploit 2 was just a thing on a card, and none of us knew what it did. Super duper cool. And once again, Ventress with her lightsabers colored in, just gorgeous. And then our 6th and final card is of course Darth Maul, the first Darth Maul, because set 2 Maul is just Maul. Oh man, dude, the red on that lightsaber, the red on him. I love the way that like when the shine catches it, they almost appear as if like their own layer. I mean, maybe they are. I don't quite know how all this works, but wow, just absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. These cards are crazy daisy beautiful. Past just being a convention exclusive, after seeing these, you're probably wondering, how do I get them? It's pretty complicated. You don't just go to the convention and get them. So far, all the conventions have kind of had their own systems, and they've been a little crazy and a little chaotic. If you were at Gen Con like I was, my Gen Con brothers know that website was not ready to handle those ticket queues, and it was pretty much just online slot machine lottery. If you basically didn't know how to get your group of friends together, all making accounts and adding each other and just like refreshing on the morning of, oh my goodness, what a calamity all of that was. I wasn't able to get mine on any of the mornings, but then midday through Saturday, after making some sales at the booth I was working at, I think it was like 12:06, 12:07, just right in the afternoon, I pull up my phone randomly just to check it again, you know, in desperation, right? In desperation, I was broken and defeated, and I was just checking my phone sporadically. Checked my phone, refreshed it, 33 tickets available. I lost my mind. I added them to cart so fast, I snapped them off so fast, and there they were. The transaction was made, and I was able to go pick up, I got me and 2 of my other friends in, and that's how I secured 2 of these, and then we had a group going the next morning where I got my final one. So I'm excited to finally open this one up. I've been saving this 3rd one because I knew I wanted to film opening at least one of these, just because it's really freaking cool, but I now finally get to slap this other Vader in. I feel like fate itself really put these 3 kits in my hands, so they're definitely going to get played to heck and back, because these cards are just beautiful, man. I think something that's like, I don't know, these cards, in my opinion, are really, really important to talk about, because something about Star Wars Unlimited cards, and you know, I'll grab a normal Vader here. You know, putting these Vaders side by side, obviously this one is a masterpiece, but when it comes to Star Wars Unlimited, and you're looking at your base cards, your normal cards, right? Your non-hyperspace cards at the very least. Something that's really unique about Star Wars Unlimited is, and I don't mean to say this in a bad way, but visually speaking, Star Wars Unlimited is very, very far from a modern game. And I don't mean the art. I know that a lot of people have some hangups about some art. Some people don't like it. There's a lot of conversation about some of the art pieces. And I mean, regardless of what your opinion on that is, they've publicly said that they really catch their stride art-wise in set 3. So that's when I think we can really start coming out and judging them. But when I say, you know, not modern or like, you know, dated, I don't mean the art at all. I really just mean like the card layout as a whole. When you look at a Star Wars Unlimited card, you know, I don't think it looks bad by any means, but it's not modern. There is a whole lot of border. The numbers are big, right? The titles are big, you know, the text boxes are big, the traits are up here. Like, you know, there's a lot of things on this card that, you know, if you just look at other card games, right? Especially like the crazy Bandai anime card games, the cards are like 80-90% art, you know, the words are a lot smaller, game text is less important, a lot of things like that. And that's just kind of the style of card game visuals nowadays. You know, they put a really, really big emphasis on the collector's aspect of them. That's totally fine. You can go either way about it, right? You can focus more on the gameplay aspects of your card, or you can focus more on the collector's aspects of your card. You know, I know the Star Wars Unlimited, at the very least, is a game made by gamers, primarily for gamers. So it's not really surprising to me that the cards aren't these trying really hard to be these beautiful collector's pieces type of things. That's just not really the goal of this game. So I think it makes total sense. However, you know, it does just kind of speak to where like the game will stand as far as the greater industry is concerned with those types of people. And not to say that it's a missed mark by any means, but there are a lot of Star Wars fans out there that want to collect crazy cool looking cards. So All of that being said, when I look at a card like this, a card like this changes everything. This is the first card that I've seen from Fantasy Flight Games and the Star Wars Unlimited team that makes me actually realize, wow, these guys seriously know how to make a pretty card, and they ain't afraid to do it. They're just only gonna do it when it really matters, when it's like a really, really special exclusive thing. And honestly, I mean, from a player perspective, I'm way more of a player than I am a collector, so I'm so fine with that. But, you know, once again, from that industry standpoint, anyone that looked at, you know, these cards, you know, especially this being like this is a legendary Darth Vader. This is, you know, a $60 card, but visually it doesn't look any different than, like, you know, my 10-cent uncommon takedown, right? It only looks different if you get the hyperspace version, which this also has. You know, there's no default distinctions visually between the rarities, and so, you know, when you look at, you know, just cards like this nonstop, you might start to really think, oh, these guys, you know, these guys are a little behind the curve when it comes to things visually, right? You know, they don't know how to make cards like, you know, like One Piece or Digimon or whatever. But then they come swinging out the gate with these guys out of nowhere, and I suddenly go, wow, no, actually, not at all. None of that is true. The team at Fantasy Flight Games, the team working on Star Wars Unlimited, they can actually do it all. And that's what these promos really, really scream to me. These are flat out some of the prettiest cards that I've seen in a trading card game to date, and I've been playing card games for a pretty long time. Massive kudos to the FFG guys for pulling these guys out, and I cannot wait to see what y'all have in store for future promo kits. That's gonna go ahead and wrap up this little video here. Thanks for watching me crack open this bad boy here, and just listening to me chit chat a little bit about the waves that I think the Star Wars Unlimited folks are really, really making with some promos like these. Thanks again for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Take it easy.